Okay, hi everybody, wonderful people, precious people. Welcome back again to another episode of I Don't Know Talk. So, it's been a while since the last time I made a podcast. I made an episode with Harlan, and yeah, so back again. I'm back with the new guest, which is my online friend also. So, and our first interaction was actually a few this year, a few months ago, I guess, like maybe January or February, and we've been planning to meet this episode last month, but because we have to postpone making this podcast because for several reasons, and just yesterday I finally texted him. So yeah, finally we make this podcast today, and I'm so happy to have him in this episode. So yeah, let's just get into it. Please welcome to the podcast, Gozz. Hi, Gozz.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Yeah,
Okay,
hi,
so
Gozz. Thank you for
hello,
being
hello.
here.
Thank you as well for inviting me to be here. It's so amazing, absolutely, to be here. This podcast.
Yeah, I would really appreciate your time for coming here and doing this podcast with me. Yeah, thank you very much.
Uh, so
So, yeah, I'm just gonna straight to the topic today. And first of all, I really want you to introduce yourself to let us to let us know about yourself briefly.
okay, forgot about it. Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Ghazali. People used to call me as Gozz or Samstat or everything you want to call me. And I'm 16 and currently I'm a student in senior high school, especially in second year. Glad to be here again.
Yeah. So as you guys know, Gozz is very young. I mean, he's even younger than me, 1 year, and that's why I was really fascinating by this person because he has a really great English and also he has a really good pronunciation. So that's one of the reasons I really want to invite him to this podcast, and I really want to know about his experiences have been learning English and also about his journey, and just let you guys know about his experience, so maybe you guys can take something away from that. So first of all, how long have you been learning English, Gozz?
Uh, how long I've been learning about English? Well, if I'm mistaken, I'm taking seriously into English since about 9 months ago. Yep, it's 9 months ago. Like, I take seriously because I found some things new in the way I learned about English. Because back then, when I was joining the senior high school, I felt like it's still nothing. It's still same, like in primary school or secondary school. And then at the first year at senior high school, it's nothing different, absolutely nothing different. But at second year, especially in third semester, I found something new. Like, finally, I able to speak with people like this, and then it's so fascinating for me. What do I speak? Even though at first I'm not really, like getting understand each other with people, but still I trying hard to make myself better in order to speak in English. And then because of this speaking as well, I mean, I think like I grew up a lot with speaking rather than any way to learn in English. So
Okay, that was amazing. That was really amazing. Yeah, it got me realize about the journey of you learning English. I mean, it's just 6 months ago, right? You just mentioned about you learning English 6 months ago. You take seriously learning English, and yeah, that was really amazing. I mean, 6 months is really short time to be able to talking in this way. I mean, in speaking this way. How did you learning English in that short time, especially in speaking and confidently? Because that was very hard for some people in order to speak English in publicly, especially talking to people, because they were very anxious about people judgment and they were really scared about what people could what about people say something wrong about my grammar and so on. So how did you make yourself become more confident speaking English in public to people?
Yeah, exactly. That's a little bit hard to make our confidence getting better while speaking English. But anyway, it's actually 9 months, not 6 months.
Oh yeah, 9 months. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Yeah.
9 months. Okay, it's fine. So, in my opinion, the way we improve our confidence speaking English, just know the basic of English, though. Like, when we're gonna presentate something, like when facing presentation, we have to know and master master it about the material we're gonna present about, and then it's same as well in the way we learn in English and the way we improve our confidence to speak. So we have to know about the basic one, but because the basic English is so tremendous, so large scale and everything, like grammar or some stuff, but yeah, just choose the way you're comfortable about to getting more confident. For example, for me, at first, I just grew my pronunciation to getting much confident, because it's back again. What's your problem to be more confident in English? And in my case, I just want to improve my pronunciation because, yeah, I think kind of respect about it, and I do feel more comfortable. So what's wrong with it? And then I try it, and then it absolutely works. And actually, I don't really focus at pronunciation since 9 months ago. Yeah, it's also focused at first about 9 months ago. But I mean, back then when I was secondary school, I also liked to consume a lot of British content, like podcasts, music, and trying to sing something, but mostly came from United Kingdom. And then, so that's why I think my tongue is a bit comfortable to speak in English, and my pronunciation getting better, even though when the first time I want to getting serious to English. And yeah, that's it. I think to become more confident to speak, especially.
Okay, that was very nice. I mean, to see you right now, it just kind of reminding myself of myself maybe like a year ago, when the first time I decided to learn English more seriously. Not a year ago, maybe like 2 years ago, when I was in 10th grade high school student. It was like kind of headache situation for me, because I was in online classes at that moment, and I get a lot of free time, leisure time. I was kind of spending my time like in a bad way at that moment, I realized, because I was just watching some movie and just not using time wisely like that. So, and at that moment, like, I was like thinking about, hey, what about if I'm using my time wisely, like by increasing my speaking English or learning new languages like that. And I decided to learn English by that moment. And yeah, at the very beginning, I only focus on improving my pronunciation, like you, because for me, pronunciation is more important. And also at the same time, but when I increasing my pronunciation, and also I try to expand my vocabulary at the same time. And after that, I decided to like talking to people, like finding new friends on online like that, and like by using Free for Talk and another application like that. So yeah, but because of doing that, yeah, I get some improvement in my English. So that's why that's why I feel like in the pandemic situation like that, I also got some good times to using time wisely. And not only on that, I mean, I also try to improve in other way, such as like talking to people and talking to new person. I mean, I get a lot of inspiration as well. So what about you at that moment in online classes? What do you do at that moment?
What am I doing at that moment? Especially online class. It was so hilarious when I talk about it, like, but which time I spent at that moment. Like, if I'm mistaken, the first time I having an online class since I was in secondary school, especially at fourth semester, and then until first semester in senior high school, and after that, I'm getting back again into like a normal offline class, completely, totally a student come to school, like literally just normal class. But at first time, it was in secondary school. I wasn't do something special. Just if I could say, I just waste my time watching some movies and anime series. I like anime at that moment anyway, and then nothing's much. I think it's almost waste my time a lot. But when I was joining senior high school, one of my teachers told me like, "Hey, I think you have a more passion in English." And then he also mentioned about my the way I speak in English, and then it's a little bit motivates me to learn more about English. But unfortunately, at that moment, I didn't found something to like speak with people, and then just a little bit want to improve my pronunciation at that moment as well, but I can't speak. Yeah, let's say like that, and then nothing special after all. Just waste time and focus what I did at that moment, and I don't even know where my focus spent. Yep, that's it, I think. Because if I'm not mistaken, it was about in the last year of my secondary school. I have something what explore about. Like, I do some stuff in online marketplace, and some stuff, and something new comes to me, and then at the moment I just so like to explore in any way, and especially in English as well. But in English, I just learned that when I was in at first semester in senior high school. I think that's it. So the point is, I didn't really must spend my time a lot to learn in English. Well, but before that, because I'm still having an online class as well until now. It was start since my city got an earthquake at, if I'm mistaken, in the last year. In the end of last year, it was in November, so it's been 7 months until now. I'm getting online class again, and I do improve my English a lot, like speak my English a lot of people, because I have a lot of time as well, as Ira did. And then it's really getting a big deal, getting a huge improvement for myself, especially to improve my English speaking. And then also I'm trying to learn more about something like grammar and improve my vocabulary as well in English. Because if I could say, I barely open any English material, either grammar, vocabularies and stuff. I just got new vocabularies for my opposite when I speak in English. That's it. It's nothing special, actually. Just show you're confident if you want to speak more in English. It's really have big deal. So to improve your confidence, you have to find your problem and solve it immediately, because once you realize, you gotta getting easy in the way you want to improve something, not only in English. And yep, that's it, I think.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay, I thought you want to say something more.
I don't think I want to.
Okay. So, because I met you on Free for Talk, and yeah, a couple months ago, right? Maybe like January or February, if I'm not mistaken. And at that moment, also, I was I was kind of shocked because when you mentioned about you're still in high school. I mean, you're 16 and you're 16 and you said I was like, "Oh, really? I thought you were older than me at that moment." I wasn't really believe it here at that moment. So I was like, "Oh, really?" Yeah. So cuz yeah, by listening your voice, by listening the way you speak, yeah, it's you sound really mature and also your voice as well, and especially by your English. And what about your experiences the first time when you joined that platform and you say to people, "I'm 16, I'm in high school." What are their reaction? What are those reaction?
What are those reactions? Well, I think it's a little bit same as you, like getting shocked probably. But at that moment, I didn't really mind about it because I just having real communication, because I'm not really at a interaction a lot with a lot of people. But when I come to the internet, especially I just want to practicing with people, and I did something for to tell them. I told them that I'm 16, I'm still at senior high school. No, I'm not. And then, of course, that's not a problem. But after I realized that everyone not gonna easy to believe me as a 16, as a senior high school student, well, it's nothing in my mind, because I think, yeah, I tell the truth, I'm 16, right? But after I realized there is something's problem behind that, oh my god, it's a little bit complicated, because there was something like having a, what is that called? So like intimidating or some stuff, and then I getting so less confident at that moment, and then
Really? Oh my god, that was bad.
That was bad. What could I say at that moment? Because I got intimidated. One, hey, you're 16 and stuff, blah blah blah. But after all, there is still a lot of people like appreciate it a lot while I'm still young and stuff. But I didn't really like that. That I call as young people. I just want to stay. You're same. When I'm 16, you're 25 or 30, whatever. I don't really care about it.
Yeah, that's the point. We don't really care, right? We don't really care about your age, and we just want to practice English in here and talking to people, and that's only matter.
That's only matter, exactly.
Yeah, because I've got that kind of experience when I'm talking to people who older than me. They were saying like that kind of thing. I was like, "Yo, guys, it's just not even like a big thing for me." I mean, you're gonna meet a lot of more younger people out there who have a like good English rather than me. I mean, it's not maybe just a few younger people in here using this platform, and then they're like, yeah, they're talking and they want to practice their English in here. But there's so much young people out there who have more than good English rather than me. So that's maybe probably the most thing that I said to them whenever they giving me some compliments. But I don't care about that, because I only want to practice my English, so that's why I was kind of like, yeah, no, exactly. Really, I feel like whenever they ask you about, hey, what do you for a living? I mean, I don't want to answer that question because that kind of thing. So I was just gonna refuse to answer the question, and we talk some other stuff like that.
I feel you, because I'm a little bit shocked that it was mentioned you're a senior high school as well in the last year, and wow, I think it's my first time to meet another senior high school on that platform. It's so amazing.
Yeah, just a few high schooler in there. Yeah, I only met maybe like four high schooler in that platform. So yeah, and that's and and you also as well.
Right.
Okay, so I'm actually really curious about your progress in learning English so far. Do you feel stuck at some point in your progress, or how is that? Tell me.
I do feel so much stuck at a moment, and I think until now that I'm getting stuck. I don't know where's the problem with me, but I think it's back into vocabularies that because before I barely open any English material, either grammar or vocabularies. I just need vocabularies for my episode on speaking English, and that's the thing. I think I just new vocabularies that probably will I consume some content because in my social it's full of English content actually, but well, yeah, as human being, easy to forget something that I got and feel like, wait, while I speak with people, it's been like still the same things, still the same words, still the same vocabularies that I speak to people for every day, and I feel afraid of myself as well. So why do I get more improvement, at least just 1% in a day? But yeah, definitely I didn't feel that till now, and then I think I have to be more focused, but unfortunately I have another stuff to do as well, and it's not really easy, like divided our focus into some stuff. Am I really want to focus in English? Am I really want to focus on other stuff? And then I also have another responsibility. So yeah, this back again, back again to our prioritize that we want to really improve a lot and not in this way. But I think if you're really obsessed with the way you are having right now, the way you choose, just enjoy that, and then don't really think about am I getting stuck or not. That doesn't matter, because at least 1% improvement, it's already enough to appreciate yourself. And then it's also a big deal if you have even though just 1% improvement for a day. That's it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, it just really same with me. I mean, I feel you so much because I felt right now I was kind of stuck in the situation. I felt like, okay, my English I didn't see any improvement in my English, and what should I do? And I felt so anxious about because like I've been because I think the only one reason because I wasn't really practiced that much, and I spend my time focusing on other stuff rather than practicing my English every single day, because that's how language is. I mean, English is our second language, and that's one of the reasons why we need to practice almost every single day in order to get improvement. So what are you gonna do in order to improving your English right now? And maybe you can tell to the viewers, to the listener right now, what they're gonna do in order to increasing their pronunciation or whatever about, especially in speaking English confidently.
In order to speak English confidently, well, in the way for everyone who gonna improve your English, it depends on your on your motivation. What actually make you do this way, like want to improve your English back again? Probably for students want to want to getting study abroad, and then English it's absolutely required in that. Yeah, just take it, and you're gonna make huge improvement because you have a huge purpose as well in the way you learn about English. For me personally, I just have a purpose. I mean, the purpose why I'm learning English is only I wanna be able to speak in English. That's it. I don't really have a huge purpose like to reach, and then it's only because I think the way I improve in that process, I will feel like a huge improvement would come and a huge perspective will come, because as long as I have a conversation with people, it means I've also have so much insight as well came from people, and from that, I just make a conclusion that my English, I just want to be useful with everyone. I mean, with everything I have, and then especially my English, like I just want to be useful with my English from anywhere, everywhere. Probably just give some material, give my experience or something. That's enough for me. I don't have any certain purpose in that. So for every one of you, just focus on your confidence, because confidence to speak in English, it's so important. And the point, just find your problem first. Why do you not confident to speak in English? And but commonly people people has problem like pronunciation, vocabularies, and grammar. That's all. But you just have to solve one of them, and then there you go. You're gonna getting easy in the way you speak in English. That's it.
All right then. Oh my god, that was really amazing, Gozz. That was really good for the classroom for today's podcast. Yeah. So, Gozz, thank you so much for coming on this podcast. I mean, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. I hope you can join in my podcast in another episode.
Hopefully so. Thank you so much for inviting me as well. I'm so, like, still wondering why I'm being here, but I feel so glad as well to be here. For sure, absolutely glad to be here. Thanks for inviting me again to ERA, Beyond the Fifth podcast. Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, thank you so much for your contribution, Gozz. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right then. Welcome. Thank you so much for all of you guys who have been listening to this podcast until the end, and I wish you guys all have an amazing day. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. See you, wonderful people, precious people. Bye, Gozz. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.